Hello everyone and welcome back. Empathy is the most important cornerstone in the building of emotional intelligence. Putting it bluntly, you cannot be emotionally intelligent if you cannot cultivate empathy. The reason is that a lot of other competencies, emotional or otherwise, are directly or indirectly related to empathy. My name is Sadia and you're watching my series on emotional intelligence competencies. In the last video, we talked about emotional independence, and today we are going to explore empathy. Often it is easier to define something in terms of what it is not. And I would like to make it very clear that empathy is not sympathy, and it is also very different from compassion. Sympathy is our concern about someone else's condition or situation. We see someone in a difficult situation, we automatically feel sad and we express that emotion. The pronoun we use while sympathizing is I. I feel sorry that you had to experience this, or I feel terrible about this situation. So basically we are expressing our own emotion. On the other hand, empathy is our ability to connect to the emotions of the other person and express those emotions in a way so that the person feels safe and understood. The pronoun we use while empathizing is you. You must be going through a hard time, or I can understand that you are feeling overwhelmed by this experience. Now, taking another person's perspective by connecting to their emotions is extremely important while empathizing, but expressing that emotion without being judgmental is even more important. When someone decides to share a difficult experience or emotion with us, they are already in a vulnerable condition and are probably using a lot of courage in order to open up themselves to us. If instead of being truly, sincerely empathetic, we begin to judge them, they will probably hesitate a lot in opening up to someone else again. So no judgments. Now let us look at compassion. There has long been a debate about what is better, to be empathetic or to be compassionate. Compassion is basically an extension of sympathy, and both of these emotions lack emotional independence that make us lose our objectivity. When we sympathize, we feel sorry for the other person, and when we are compassionate, we go one step ahead and try to solve all the problems of the other person and remove all the difficulties from their life at any cost. We get carried away in our own compassion and we forget the fact that we are humans and we only have limited resources and cannot possibly help everyone in the whole world. The experience of not being able to help everyone in need can possibly force us into a compassion fatigue where we feel like a failure and we experience emotional, mental and physical exhaustion. Compassion fatigue leads towards stress and can also in some cases end up in depression. On the other hand, when we empathize, we have the ability to maintain our objectivity due to a practice of emotional independence and assertiveness, and we neither judge the other person or our ability to help them. We have a realistic view of the situation and our own capacity, and we help other people in need as much as we can, but we do not blame ourselves if we cannot provide help. It is important to say here that none of these competencies, sympathy, compassion, or empathy, are good or bad in nature. They are all equally valuable depending upon the nature of the situation and the context. When it comes to productivity, research has shown that empathy is the most productive emotion because it motivates action, while too much compassion can, in some cases, lead towards an inability to act. If this short introduction has made you curious to learn more about empathy and emotional intelligence, you are most welcome to contact me on the information in the description box. Until next time, take care.